Yorega, Hungarian for good morning. Hope you're well. This morning we're going to start off with some breathing. Going to try the Nadi Shodhana, which is another breathing technique followed after some Ujjayi breath. And this technique is aimed at slowing your energy levels down. So Kapalabhati, or fire breathing, invigorates the body, gets the bloodstream pumping, awakens everything. The Nadi Shodhana is designed to calm down a not so much aggravated but energetic body. The idea behind it is the idea behind yoga is to get to a sattvic state, essentially a Zen kind of state. And there's two alternative options to this. So sattvic is, say, centered, and then you've got Raja and Tama, or Rajasic and Tamasic. So Tamasic is when you're not so much down, but you're low energy, dark and restraining quality. And the Raja or Rajasic is energetic, active, restless, quality of mobility and activity. So you've got two opposing forces there, or energy levels, and you want to bring them both. So if you're Tamasic, you would do the Ujjayi breath, the Kapalabhati or fire breathing. That would bring your energy levels up. And if you're Rajasic, you would do the Nadi Shodhana breathing. That would bring your energy levels down to meet in the middle to this sattvic state. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the ideology behind pranayama, the breathing techniques. Anyway, let's get to it. Start off in a comfy position, however you want to be seated. We'll do some rounds of Ujjayi breathing, where you're restricting your throat, resting your chin on your chest, and just filling up the lungs, the abdomen and then the lungs, and then exhaling. While we're doing this, we're going to try our Mula Bandha. The Mula Bandha, which is locking the pelvic muscles. Try and do that for as long as you can, and we'll try and build that muscle up over the practices. So, coming into a position, restricting the throat so you hear the wind passing through your throat, locking the pelvic floor muscles. Just going to get my phone to do a timer. And let's breathe. Very good. Now, the next breathing exercise we'll do is the Nadi Shodhana, where we're going to bring our right hand, your left hand if you're left-handed, to our face. We're going to have our index and our middle finger pointing up, and our ring finger and our pinky finger next to each other. The pinky finger is going to go on your left nostril. You can get some tissues if you need to blow your nose. And your thumb is going to go on the outside of your right nostril. And your fingers, index fingers, are going to be resting on your mind's eye, third eye. With a straight back, on the inhale, you're going to block the left nostril. You're going to push with your thumb into the crevice there on your right side, and that will open up the nostril. You should feel that if you breathe in without pressing it, and then pushing in there, it should open up that passageway a bit more. So the practice is inhaling through the right, holding the breath, closing the right nostril with the thumb, opening the left nostril, and exhaling through the left nostril. Exhaling all the air out. Again, pushing into the cheek with the ring finger. Filling up the lungs in the left nostril. Holding it, closing the left nostril, opening the right, exhaling through the right. And we'll practice that for a minute. Inhale through the right, close, exhale through the left, inhale through the left, close, exhale through the right. Holding the Mula Bandha, liking the pelvis muscles, the pelvic floor muscles. Finishing the last exhale, coming back to center. Filling the lungs with a full breath. Alright. Today's practice, just going to wing it. Now I'm feeling like the ab routine that I did yesterday was really good. I'd like to keep doing that. We're going to do some more core strength. Just going to set another timer. Starting off where we are, just going to do some rolling hip openers. So just rolling around on the spot, inhaling as we're coming forward, exhaling as we go back, chin to chest. If you feel your knees are clicking or anything, bring them up a bit. And the other way. And release. Coming up onto all fours. Going to come into a tabletop position and doing a few cat-cows. Pulling the navel down to the floor, tilting the pelvis and pointing the tailbone up. Shoulders are back, looking up at the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, pulling the shoulders down, spine to the ceiling, tucking the tailbone, chin to chest.
Exhale all the air out.
Couple of rounds of this in your own time. Very good. Now we're going to come to a standing position. I'm going to do a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskar in the sea. Top of your mat. Hands heart center, hips, hips width apart. Spreading your toes nice and wide, getting a nice firm foundation in your feet. Bringing the edges of your feet parallel to the mat. And tensing those thigh muscles, flexing the glutes and the abdominals. When you're bending back into a back bend, make sure the core is tight and flexed, otherwise your back's going to take all of the strain. So you want to have a good strong core. Inhaling here, shoulders up, back and down. Next inhale, arms going straight up. Activating the core, nice little back bend, looking up. And exhale, folding at the hips. Bending the knees if you need to, bringing the hands down to the mat. Nice big exhale. Inhaling, halfway lift. Shoulders back, pulling the crown forward. And the exhale, coming hands down to the mat, sending our right foot back and down. Exhaling here. Inhale, swinging the arms up. Nice little back bend. Exhale, hands to mat. Bringing the right foot up. Exhaling all the way down to the mat. Inhaling half into a high cobra. And on the exhale, tucking the toes, coming down to our downward dog. Just breathing normally here, walking out the dog. Turning those fingers a little bit out, pointing the outsides. So your thumbs are pointing straight up. Spreading those fingers. Walking the dog and bending the knees, pointing the tailbone up. And then resting here. Inhale, right leg comes up, meets the front hands. Exhale here. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Inhale, all the way up. Back bend. And release. Very good. Again, toes are flexed and wide. Calves, glutes and abs are flexed and tense. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down. Next inhale, sending your arms up. Little back bend. Exhale, folding forward. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders are back. And exhale, sending the right foot back, hands to the mat. Inhaling, hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to the mat, sending the left foot to meet the right. All the way down. Inhale, coming into a high cobra. Legs are active. Exhale, down into our downward dog. Neck is loose. Fingers are spread. Knuckles are active on the mat. Pushing the tailbone in the air. Inhale, right leg up. Right leg meets the front. Inhale, arms foot up. Exhale, left foot meets the right. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, coming all the way up to a nice back bend. And exhale, down. Very good. So we're going to do a couple of back bends. Start with an inversion, do a couple of back bends, and then do some abdominal workouts, and that'll wrap up the practice. So coming down into our backs, just to get the blood flowing around and circulating the body. Come up onto our back, lifting our hips up, holding onto our hips with our hands if you like. Now your weight should be on your upper back and your shoulders, not too much on your spine and your neck. If you're comfortable holding on here, please do. Otherwise, you can hold on to the edges of your mat and with your body pulling yourself up. Or if you're a little bit more advanced, you can hold on to your hands, interlocking the fingers and coming up into a straight. Just breathing here. You're going to hold this for as long as you can because it's good to get the blood circulating. Once you're finished, you can just lay down, resting on the floor. Whenever you're ready, just lowering the legs down over the top of your head. If you like, you can try and roll back to the top of your shoulders. And breathing in here, coming onto your shoulder blades more. Slowly bringing the head down, the legs down towards the head. Slowly bringing the legs up. And rolling back onto your back. Just be careful, being careful coming out of that because it puts a lot of pressure on the lower back. Just breathing here for a moment. Bringing the knees to the chest. Squeezing your knees to your chest. Keeping the tailbone on the mat. Good. Now, if you're going to do bow pose, if your wrists are a little bit sensitive or not very strong in the wrists, try and do this if you like, otherwise you can sit this one out. From here, bring our hands underneath our shoulders, keeping our feet, the edges of our feet parallel with the mat, so the toes are pointed in a little bit. And lift yourself up onto your elbows and knees. Now from here, if you're comfortable, just holding here. Otherwise, if you're a little bit more advanced and experienced, you can push yourself up into bow pose, looking down. Doing a few push-ups here if you like. Inhaling. And release all the way down. If you like, you can bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a bit of a hug. Sending our right leg over our left. Our left. Every time. Shift our hips over to the right and dropping our legs down to the left. our left hand over our right knee, gazing out over our right shoulder. Shoulders are both flat on the mat, and just pulling the right leg down. You should feel that nice stretch across your back. Coming back to centre. Same on the other side. Left leg over to the right. Shift your hips over to the left, and dropping your legs over to the right. Both shoulders on the ground, gazing out over your left hand, right hand on your left knee. A lot of right and left here going on. Inhaling back to centre. Very good. Coming up onto our knees, I'm going to do a back bend. Keeping our feet flat on the ground. I'm going to swing on the inhale, keeping our core flexed. I'm going to swing our right arm up and around to meet our right heel. On the way, the left arm will follow, making sure our core is activated, otherwise the lower spine will get most of the stress. So again, coming here, inhaling, our right arm swings around, looking up, grabbing onto the right heel, left arm follows, grabs onto the left heel, just resting here with our head hanging back, locking our arms, so resting on our solid arms. And the next inhale, following our left arm up, our right arm follows, exhaling all the way down to the mat, sending our arms by our sides and just resting here. Next inhale, left arm swings all the way around to meet the left heel, right arm does the same, keeping those elbows strong. And just resting here. Next inhale, right arm up, left arm follows all the way down. Very good. I'm just going to tuck myself in. A bit ridiculous. Okay, coming up into a high plank. Coming up into our tabletop position. I'm going to send our left arm straight forward and our right leg all the way back. Inhale here. On the exhale, pulling our left elbow to meet our left hip, and our right knee to meet our right elbow and chin to chest. And the exhale. Inhale out. Exhale all the way in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Flipping the arm and legs. And release. Very good. Now coming up into a high plank. Bending down into a downward dog, sending the right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, bring it down to the right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right wrist. Exhale, left wrist. Exhale, left knee, elbow. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, out. Now, coming strong in our left hand, dropping our left foot down onto the side. You're going to try and come up into a star here if you can. And then dropping the right foot to meet the left. Going to exhale the hips to the floor. Inhale them up. You can shuffle around if you need to get a better position. 5 times. Alright, coming back. Knees to the floor, either into a child's pose or just resting in lightning pose. And take a little bit on your wrists there. If you need to do some wrist rotations, you can. If you're ready, coming back, nice splayed out fingers, activating those knuckles on the mat. High plank, downward dog. Inhale the left foot up, exhale to chest, inhale up, exhale to left elbow, inhale up, exhale to left wrist, exhale to right wrist, exhale to right elbow, exhale to chest, inhale up, exhale drop the right heel, hey. Holding there in a star, couple of breaths, dropping the left foot to meet the right foot, and here inhaling up, exhaling down, 5 times. Inhaling back to center, dropping the knees, down into child's pose. And that will do it. Come down into Shavasana if you like. And just breathing, bringing that pulsing heart rate down. Really resting. Stay in Shavasana if you like. Otherwise we can come up, do a little meditation to finish the class. Meditation, if you need to, you can get a chair, sit in a chair. We're going to do a 5-minute meditation again. I have been finding it easier to concentrate on the breath and the feeling of it going in and out of the nose and filling up the lungs. Really centers you and brings you into your body and focuses you on where you are. Got 8. See you in 5 minutes. rubbing your fingers together. Slowly opening your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. Mine went for ages again. I couldn't get rested, I couldn't get focused. But it's nice to just sit. Today's homework, just think about a few things that you're grateful for. Today I'm really grateful for vegan food becoming more popular and so many more options on the market today. I went down to the farmer's market this morning and bought some greens. There wasn't much left because I got there late. But on the way home I stopped at the Asian grocer and got some vegan char siu, like pork, kind of fake pork Asian dish. Oh my god, to make burgers out of that, primo. So grateful for veganism becoming more popular, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a really good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.